Hello guys, welcome to Tutorly. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to remove acne with Affinity Photo. We'll keep it simple so you can follow along, even if you're brand new to retouching. The goal here is to clean up distracting blemishes while still keeping the skin looking natural and realistic instead of overly smooth or edited. Start by getting your photo open in Affinity Photo and make sure you can clearly see the areas you want to improve. A quick zoom in helps. Use the spacebar to pan around the image as you work, so you stay oriented. Working at a closer zoom makes it easier to target individual blemishes, but it's also a good idea to zoom back out occasionally so you can judge how the retouching looks on the full face. Next, head to the toolbar on the left and choose the Healing Brush tool. It looks like a bandage icon. This tool is perfect for acne because it blends the texture you copy from healthy skin into the blemished area while matching the surrounding color and lighting. Unlike simply painting over a spot, the healing brush helps preserve natural skin texture, which is important if you want the result to look believable. Before you paint, set a good sample. Hold the Alt or Option key, hover over a patch of clean skin that matches the tone and lighting of the blemish area, and click to sample it. Try to sample from an area close to the blemish whenever possible, because nearby skin usually has the most similar texture, brightness, and color. Now, gently brush over the pimple or mark you want to reduce. Use short light strokes rather than long swipes, and resample often as you move across the face. Skin tone and texture change from cheeks to forehead to nose, so updating your sample helps the fix stay invisible. For example, don't use a sample from the cheek to repair an area on the forehead if the lighting and texture are noticeably different. Keep an eye on brush size and softness. Tap the left and right bracket keys to make the brush slightly larger than the spot you're covering. A medium soft edge prevents halos, and a lower flow gives you more control, so the blend builds gradually. Keeping the brush only slightly larger than the blemish also helps you avoid changing more healthy skin than necessary. If you see repeating texture or smudging, undo. Pick a closer sample and try a smaller stroke. Work around features like lips, eyebrows, and hairlines with extra care by sampling very near the edge and painting just inside the boundary. These areas contain strong edges and different textures, so precise sampling helps prevent skin texture from accidentally blending into hair, lips, or other facial features. Aim to reduce distractions, not erase natural pores. Leaving a bit of texture keeps the skin believable. A good retouch should still look like real skin when you zoom in, so focus on temporary blemishes and obvious marks rather than trying to remove every small detail. That's the whole process. Choose the healing brush, sample from clear skin, and paint over the blemishes with patient, subtle strokes. With practice, this takes only a few minutes and yields clean, natural results. Once you're finished, compare the edited image with the original and check it both zoomed in and at normal viewing size to make sure the retouching stays subtle and consistent.